Welcome to another CORE podcast. My name is Adrian and Jerry, and today I'm joined by Jerry Powers. Welcome, Jerry.
Thanks, Adrian.
We want to give you important information about a candidate forum that's coming up for commissioner candidates who are seeking public office for Town of Edgewood in the election that's coming up in November of 2020. We think this is an excellent opportunity for the people of this community to have an opportunity to be introduced to those people who want to run for local office and to ask questions of the candidates about where they stand on various positions and issues related to town business. We also want to encourage any person who thinks that they're interested in running for a commissioner position to show up to this candidate forum, which is scheduled for tomorrow, August the 4th at 6 p.m. on Cowboy Way, and it's being hosted by Councilor Adrian and Jaramillo.
Yeah, and the Cowboy Way building, that's the old SAS building, a Single Action Shooter Society out east of town there on Cowboy Way.
And I think that's actually on the frontage road and kind of just west of Wildlife West Nature Park.
Oh, that's right, west. I just said east, but it's west.
Mm-hmm. So we want to encourage the citizens to go. We also want to put out a call to action to anybody else who's interested in running for office to show up. And that includes the current members of the town governing body, if they're interested in continuing in public office. Any members of the town's current planning and zoning commission, if they're interested in running for office. And we know that there may be some, because there was a time when the court had required the governing body to fill the vacancy of former Mayor John Bassett. Mm-hmm. And there were a couple of members or a couple of persons who are familiar to town government who were proposed for that vacancy. So if those persons are interested, we would invite them to come to this candidate forum as well.
And I've heard from a few people that are going to be there that have announced candidates. So it'd be nice to get to know the candidates in a laid-back environment, be able to talk one-on-one.
Now, there is a state deadline for announcing your candidacy for the commissioner positions for the town of Edgewood. And what is that date, Jerry?
The 24th of August. And after that date, then no one else can, if you haven't filed by then, you're not a candidate.
So even though that date is upcoming, there are still a number of persons who have already disclosed their interest in running for the commissioner positions in each of the 5 districts for the town of Edgewood. I understand that you are one of those persons.
That's correct.
And there are others who have announced their intent in public meetings, including Ken Brennan, a candidate from District 1, mm-hmm. Ralph Hill, a candidate from District 1, Sterling Donner, a candidate from District 5, and Phil Anaya, a candidate from District 4. Any others that we know of, Jerry?
Well, Adrian and Jerry is the only one on the council who's announced. She's in District 3.
And that's correct. So she would be an incumbent seeking re-election to another position. So we know that as citizens for an open and responsible Edgewood, we have been informing the public about local issues. We've been advocating for transparency and accountability in local government. And we know that even though we believe our quest is righteous, there are people on the other side who think their way is better.
Yeah.
If there are any of those who would like to run for a commissioner position for the town of Edgewood, please come to the candidate forum tomorrow night. We would love to hear contrary positions. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the very best things that is true between people who are in disputes, instead of killing your enemy, it's better if you can convert your enemy. So let this be a marketplace of ideas. Let it be an opportunity for discussion and collaboration. I'm certain that there's something that I can learn from you, just like there's something that others could learn from me. And we want to foster that type of process. This is not a war of words. It's an opportunity for an exchange of ideas.
Yeah, I always think the best decisions get made when counter opinions are presented in a way that can be discussed, really substantively discussed, and then you end up sharpening your positions and your thinking process is clear. So that would be good to have everybody that's going to run or has intention to run to come to this event.
Wednesday, August the 4th, 6 p.m., Fat Pipe on
Cowboy Way.
Cowboy Way, which is an extension of the West Frontage Road west of Wildlife West in the old SAS building, 6 p.m., sponsored by Councilor Adrian Jaramillo. Other commission candidates will be there. We hope to see you there. This is Adrian Terry and Jerry Powers bringing you another update on behalf of citizens for an open and responsible Edgewood. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.